Honey, hush! They're filming!
Today, we are going to be talking about ghost stories for story time. And I know that we said that we were going to do Truth or Dare this week, but we didn't really get enough because we didn't ask enough. So we're going to do that next week. And we'll remember to remind you throughout the week, and we would really love it if you participated. Yes. And if you have any other ideas for videos, you should let us know those too, because we're running low on ideas. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Okay. It was another day, and I go on like daily runs with my boyfriend, and he was just coming over to pick me up, and he knocked on the door, and I got up to go, answer the door, and I was walking towards it. The door unlocked by itself. Yeah, I just watched it. It was turned, and I'm like, and I just sat there for a second. I opened the door.
Her boyfriend doesn't have a key or anything.
So. Yeah. I opened the door, and he was standing. He had his back to me or something, so he wasn't messing with the door at all. And so I was like standing there for like a minute. I'm like, what the crap? But I guess the ghost likes my boyfriend. And I was like, yes, come in!
You idiot. This is when I was living with my aunt and uncle. I had gotten home from work, and this is when I worked at D's, so it probably wasn't until I got off at like 2 in the morning, or even later than that. So it was really late at night, and I never went straight to bed unless I was super tired. I always played on my phone, and I've had many experiences with the paranormal myself, so I always had the lamp on until I was about ready to pass out, because I don't like the dark. I'm scared of the dark when I'm alone. And I was just laying on my bed, scrolling through Facebook like I normally am, and I hear this breathing at the end of my bed, like somebody was standing there watching me, and just breathing as they were watching me, and I was just like, I got completely creeped out. I was like, I'm gonna find my headphones and put some music in, because I didn't like that at all, so...
On the first night at this new house, which I don't know when you guys moved, it was like at the end of August or something of last year. But that's when we moved in, and it was the first night, and my brother and his wife were still living with their friends for a few more weeks, and our cat wasn't here yet for a few days. So this was when I was just going to bed, and my parents were already asleep, and I was just chilling there, and then I heard somebody either walking up or down the stairs. I got up and kind of looked around, because I'm a white person. I do that. I'm stupid.
She would die first in the movie.
Yeah. But I investigated it, and there's nothing, so I went back to bed, and I haven't really worried about it since.
Alright. So I went to Job Corps for 10 months, doing culinary arts and doing whatever schooling I needed to do to graduate high school and whatnot. But while I was there, culinary arts was the only trade at that particular Job Corps where you had different shifts. Everybody else had the same beginning, same end. It was like 8 in the morning to like 4 at night, and that's where everybody worked. In culinary, you could wake up at 4 and be done like noon or earlier. So I had the earliest shift, and no, I had the latest shift. So I was in dorm all throughout the day until I went in at like 2 o'clock to cook dinner. And I was all by myself, nobody else was there in the dorm. And every morning you woke up, you had to make your bed completely straight and everything to get it checked off. So I was out in the living area watching TV and all alone, and I go back in my room, and my bed is completely messed up. And it freaked me out a little bit. Just a little though. There's a ghost who likes to mess up everybody's bed.
it was just a fun, nice evening with my mom. We were watching a movie, and my mom kind of glanced over into the kitchen, and she saw the garbage thing. Like, it has like a flap on the top, so you just put your, garbage in through the flap. And my mom saw the flap, go in and out, like somebody was putting the garbage away.
My recent ex, Zach, when I was staying with him for the few months, we were at his grandparents' house, and when I first went and met his grandparents, I didn't really think anything of his house or anything. Or when we ate fondue in the wine room down in the basement, I didn't really think about anything because I was with people. But I'd be at that house alone a lot while he went to work. His grandparents traveled a lot. They were like in California celebrating his sister's birthday or something like that at that point. And I heard a lot of noises in the house, and I didn't really pay attention much to it because I'm just used to hearing stuff like that. But every time I'd go near the basement, or like the stairs down to the basement, I'd get a really bad feeling like something was there. And the bathroom that I used was right there too, so I'd always like go all the way around and go upstairs and use the upstairs bathroom because I didn't want to use that one. It just, I could like feel it standing behind me and stuff, and it would tap on everything. But whenever I played Native American music, it would just leave me alone for that whole day. So I played Native American music a lot when I was alone in that house.
In the last house, there was a few times where I'd just be chilling in my room, and I would hear somebody call my name. And one of the times, Shae was at my house, and I went to my room to get something, and I heard somebody call my name, and so I went back out, and I was like, Shae, did you call my name? And she said that she didn't. And
you came out, you're like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean, what? She's like, didn't you call my name? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You going crazy?
Yeah, there's been times in that room where I'd hear somebody calling my name, like a woman's voice or something. And then once, in this new house, I was in my room and I heard somebody like kind of outside my window say like, hey or something, and it sounded like it was Shae's voice. And so I texted her being like, dude, I just heard somebody outside my window and it sounded like you, and she was home. There's no reason why she would be walking by my house late at night, coming up to my window and being like, hey, and then run away.
But the worst part is she answered back like a dummy.
Yeah, I answered back. I waited like a minute.
This is why she would die first of the movie.
I waited a minute and I'm like, hello? And then I kind of just sat there for a second and seeing if I got an answer back, which there wasn't. But
right before we started filming, like, we were sitting here writing these down, and she was just standing right next to me. I was sitting on the couch, and she set her phone out with her charger, and her phone just turns on right next to me.
And the charger wasn't plugged in.
It wasn't plugged in. It was just sitting on the couch, and her phone just turns on, and it won't turn on unless you push the middle iPhone button or the power button. It just turned on right next to me, and we're both just like, what?
This is a few years ago. I was in junior high, and I kind of wore the one ring, from Lord of the Rings. It was from like a board game, and I thought it would just be cool to wear it because I love Lord of the Rings. And so I wore it every day, and then one day I lost it in the auditorium at the junior high, and I was really sad that I lost it. And then a few days later I saw the one ring just sitting on a desk in the front room, and I asked people who were around, I was like, is that anybody's ring? And they're like, no. And I'm like, did anybody put it there? And they said no. And so I guess either the one ring is real and I'm its master, or ghost.
This last one we got from her sister-in-law, because we asked her if she had any experiences in this house, or particularly in the basement, because she's down here alone a lot, with any paranormal stuff, since Emily has in this house and her mom. But she said she hasn't seen or heard anything, so we asked her if she just had any general ghost stories she wanted to share with us. So she told us about one. It was at their friend's house, right? That's what she said. And she didn't really specify, but I'm assuming it's the door to their bedroom that they were staying in, or something like that. But the doorknob would just go back and forth for a minute, and then the door would just open by itself. And let us know any of your ghost stories. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please share this video, comment down any ghost stories you have, or any ideas for future videos, and any truth or dares for next Wednesday's video. And
Don't blink.